When Jelly Roll talks about his biggest influences in music, two of the artists at the top of that list are Willie Nelson and Eminem. Jelly Roll says he knows all of the words to Eminem's first 3 albums, and when he went into freestyle battles in Nashville as a teenager, they would frequently play Lose Yourself as he walked up on stage. So you can imagine just how special and mind-blowing it was for Jelly Roll when he got the call from Eminem, letting him know he would be featured on his brand new album. Eminem released his brand new record called The Death of Slim Shady earlier today, and Jelly Roll fans got quite the surprise, with the singer being featured on the final track on the record, an emotional song for Eminem, talking about how things could have turned out for him if he didn't get sober. The chorus of the song samples Jelly Roll's massive hit single, Save Me. And as Jelly Roll points out, Eminem was a special artist for him growing up. He can sing every lyric on his first 3 albums. It was only a few weeks ago that Jelly Roll got the incredible performance to share the stage with Eminem at a special event in Detroit. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny XO, reacted to the feature on the album, sharing this video with the caption, "Waking up and hearing Eminem sample Papa Roll's song on his album. Man, life is crazy." And it really has been crazy to see the type of success Jelly Roll's been able to achieve in just the last few years alone. It's hard to imagine where he'll be in the next few years. Here's Jelly Roll's heartfelt reaction to the news that he's featured on Eminem's new record. He wrote, "I always say my childhood heroes lived somewhere between Willie Nelson and Eminem. As a teenager, and still today, I could recite every song on the Slim Shady album, the Marshall Mathers album, and the Eminem Show. When I bonded out of jail at 17 years old and was sneaking into ciphers and battles in Nashville, they would also play the Lose Yourself beat when I came out on stage at the freestyle battles. I related to every word Eminem wrote. I understand him and felt like he understood me, which was rare because I spent most of my life feeling misunderstood. So you can imagine how I felt when I got that call that Eminem would be sampling my song Save Me on his new album, and for him to use the song to discuss the other side of what could have happened if he would have allowed his demons to win brought me to tears. If you haven't heard it yet, check out Somebody Save Me on Eminem's new album, The Death of Slim Shady. Special shout out to Paul Rosenberg. You've been nothing but kind to me and treated me like family and gave me opportunities I didn't deserve. Forever grateful." What an amazing journey it's been for Jelly Roll and his wife Bunny XO, who recently reflected on her podcast on the first time she saw Jelly Roll back in 2015 when they met. She said, "I was like, what is this? What is this man? This big Southern boy." Jelly Roll was at the Las Vegas Country Saloon, where he was opening for the Moonshine Bandits. It was a small venue, and Jelly was an underground artist at the time. She said, "Nobody even knew who he was. He was opening for the Moonshine Bandits. He might have had a little pop in Nashville, but people on the West Coast didn't know who he was. We were there for the Moonshine Bandits." In a separate podcast, Jelly Roll told his side of the story, saying, "It's a white trash love story. He said he was broke and living in his van at the time. When I hugged her, I could just feel the genuineness of her. I could tell it wasn't an act." Roughly 1 year later, the couple got engaged and wasted no time getting married. They had a quick ceremony at a chapel in Vegas. He said, "We got married kind of randomly. It was Vegas, right? So it's like 11 p.m. They're closing the joint down by Hard Rock, and I'm like, F it, let's just go now." She's like, "The courthouse is open for about 34 to 44 more minutes." I was like, "Let's roll." This is a special moment for Jelly Roll, one that I'm sure he'll never forget. And for an artist like Eminem, who is a music icon, one of the most successful musicians ever, he's not going to pick a feature lightly, so it's clear that he enjoys Jelly Roll's music as well, which is a big deal for him. Certainly something to add to the resume for Jelly Roll as his career continues to take off. That's your latest update here from CountryCast. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.